On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing. Aaron here again, excited to be with you, and this one is the 12 Days of Christmas, a fun story about how this one came about. My sister has some kids, and they were searching around on YouTube looking for a piano song to play for Christmas, and lo and behold, they came across my channel, and they were excited about that. And so I asked them what song they wanted to learn, and they said the 12 Days of Christmas. So Nariah, Asher, Leon, Odell, and Denham, this song goes out to you. I hope you have fun learning it. All right, here we are. We're going to jump onto the internet here. I'm going to show you where to find the chords for this song. So you go onto the internet here. We're going to look up Ultimate Guitar. Okay, it's going to take us to this website, and this is where we're going to find the chords. If you go onto Ultimate Guitar, and up here in the top corner, you're going to type in 12 Days of Christmas. There it is. Now you're going to skip past these Reliant K ones here. The first ones, I'm sure they're great. But what we're looking for is down here where it says Miscellaneous Christmas. And I found the one that I think is the best. It's going to be version 4. So you click on version 4 there. And let me show you a few things you can do here with this, okay? I like to come down here and turn on dark mode. And then I also want to change what key this is in. So I'm going to change where it says transpose. I'm going to click on this -1, and I'm going to keep going all the way down until it says -7. Okay, that's going to put us in the key we want. I also like for my chord color to be red. So that's how I'm going to make some of those changes. We are all set and ready to go now. All right, so we're going to pull up the piano, and I'm going to show you how to play this song. All right, so here we are at the piano. This right here is middle C, and you're going to put your middle finger on middle C, okay? That's the C that's kind of closest to the middle of the piano. All right, so first thing we are going to do is we are going to learn the chords. There are 4 chords in this song, so we're going to learn those 4 chords. Let's take a look. All right, the 4 chords are what we're going to call C, G, D, and F. So let me show you how to play those chords, okay? First, in the left hand, you see the way the notes are on the piano here. The notes of the chord line up with the note on the piano. So the C chord is, we're going to play a C. Notice I'm playing my pointer finger on C. We're going to play a G down here. When we get to the G chord, we'll play a D. When we get to the D chord, we'll play an F when we are at the F chord, okay? So C, G, D, and F. All right? Now, in our right hand, when we play a C chord, we're going to have our middle finger, as I mentioned, on C, middle C, and we're going to play these notes, G, C, and E. Okay, and that'll be at the same time that we play the C in our left hand, and that's what we call a C chord, okay? The next chord we're going to come to is a G chord. So to do that, we're going to go down here to G in our left hand, and we're going to take these top 2 notes, and we're going to move down here to B and D. So the G chord is going to be like this, G, B, and D, with the G down here, all right? Then I mentioned there's going to be a D chord, so we play the D with our left hand. Our right hand is going to do this note, F sharp, A, and D, okay? So that's going to be our D chord. And then our final chord we're going to get to, it's going to be our F chord. We're going to play the F down here, and in our right hand we're going to play A, C, and the F up here, okay? Now the chords don't go in that order. I'm going to show you the order next, but those are the 4 chords that you will play in this song, all right? So now let's look at the different order or groupings of chords that we're going to get to. So there are basically 3 different patterns you're going to need to know, chord patterns, okay? And so the first one is real simple, and it's just simply going between C and G, and then back to C again, okay? So you're going to want to practice that going C to G, back to C again. That's pattern number 1. Pattern number 2 is going to be going a C chord to a D chord and then to a G chord, okay? So that's pattern number 2. So again, pattern number 2, C chord, D chord. Notice my whole hand shifted down when I went to that D chord, okay? My G went to here, this note came down here, and then I went from here to here. So D chord there, and then my pinky stays when I go to my G chord, and those two come back up, okay? So that's pattern number 2, all right? C chord, D chord, G chord. Pattern number 3, the last pattern you're going to need to know, is a C chord to an F chord to a G chord and then back to C again. Okay, that's pattern number 3. Again, you go C chord, F chord. Okay, notice those two notes went up like that, the G to the A and the E to the F, F chord. Then everything drops down to this G chord right here and takes us back to the C chord again. Okay, so that's pattern number 3. You're going to use all 3 of those patterns in this song. Let's look now at how they all fit together. The first pattern is for the first verse. Okay, so it goes like this. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, that's pattern number 1. That's the whole thing. That's verse 1. I'll do it one more time. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, and then verse number 2 is very similar. We just add one extra chord in there. It goes like this. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Go back to the G chord here. 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. All right, so far so good. We've only used pattern number 1 so far, and that's going to get us all the way into the third verse too. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Go back to the G chord. 3 French hens, stay on the G chord again. 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, so notice how we went back to that G chord and we stayed on the G chord for 3 turtle doves, or 3 French hens and 2 turtle doves. It's actually what we're going to do for the next verse too. You just stay on that G chord as you sing those different parts. Okay, so the next one. On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Pretty cool, right? Nice and easy. We used only pattern 1 so far. Now we're ready for the really fun part where it says 5 golden rings. That's when we're going to get to our second pattern, okay? So it starts like the first one. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Here comes the second pattern. 5 golden rings. All right? And then we use the third pattern for the rest of it. So it goes 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. All right, that's the trickiest part. This one where we add 5 golden rings. Basically, the rest of the song's going to be exactly the same. So let me show you 5 golden rings again, how this verse goes. Okay, so it's pattern 1, pattern 2, and pattern 3 all together. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Okay? Now, as we go on from here and we add 6 geese a-laying and all the other parts, we're going to do just like we did before. We're going to go back to the G chord, okay? 6 geese a-laying. Whatever you're going to say is going to be on that G chord again. And then when we get to 5 golden rings, we do pattern 2 and then pattern 3 for the rest of it, okay? So let's jump ahead. Let's do verse 6, and then we'll jump to the end and I'll show you how they all fit together, okay? So here it's on the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, so that's the whole song now, because we're going to jump ahead to the 12th day of Christmas, and you're going to see how they all fit together. Okay, here we go. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a-leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. All right, so you see that's how the whole song is fit together. When you're saying all the different things, you're sitting on that G. And then when you get to 5 golden rings, you change to pattern 2, and then you do pattern 3 for the rest, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, and all of that. All right, that is 12 Days of Christmas. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the suggestion. Merry Christmas to you all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.